Good afternoon, everyone. Hello and welcome. This is our Deviant Daily, a part of the official Deviant tier. We're recording this on February 19th, 2023. It's 1:32 p.m. here in Northern California. Well, good afternoon, Dragon Dancer. Welcome. This video is sponsored by my friend Elisa of Elisa Soul Kisses. She's currently having her Crystal Extravaganza sale like she does once a month. You can find her information in the description, the link. I linked to the group that she really sells in. So check her out. She has a lot of knowledge base when it comes to crystals and all kinds of things. So, yeah. And if you're in her sale and if you want any sort of like witchy insight, um, on like how to work with certain crystals, yada yada yada. Or if you're looking for something that, hey, I'm working on this, I might need some help finding the right crystals to put this together. Reach out to me. I'm happy to help. And she's happy to provide those crystals, right? So yeah, definitely check it out. And yeah, we're gonna have fun. We're going to enjoy our time. Hello, Diane. Good to see you. Good to read. I should say good to read you. Yeah. I hope everyone is doing well. We're going to work with my Metamorphosis and Thorn Oracle today. So, yeah, we're going to focus on the vibration, the energy of the week ahead, starting today, the 19th, all the way through the 25th. We're going to, focus on what we need to be aware of, what we may need to know as a collective, and just utilize that energy to, make the most of it. All right. So just like natural and like normal, take some time to ground and center as best as you can. Take some time to focus on your breathing. Take some time to just tune in. Well, hello, JC. Welcome, welcome. Take some time to just like really just be in this moment. Wherever you are, focus on your current time, space, atmosphere, your location, whatever's going on. Don't try to push anything out or force anything in. Just be here with us right now and let's show up for one another. Let's just have a conversation. What? Alicia, what? A long time no see. Well, hello. Good to see you. Goodness gracious. But yeah, let's just have fun today. Let's show up for one another. Let's have conversations. And please understand that we can have these conversations. This is a safe spot for all of us to be here. So if you want to comment, please do. But I also understand that maybe not everyone feels comfortable commenting. So just take notes. Write your thoughts down, take notes for yourself, but use the information that we will well, hello, Laura. Use the information that we're going to produce today as best as you can. And if something doesn't resonate with you, make note of it. Like, this doesn't feel right, or this doesn't, no, make note of it. And that's okay. Let it go. So, yeah. I like to ramble, apparently. Hello, Loretta. Good to see your name here. You should know this by now. I just ramble. I feel the coffee kicking in. It's like boom, boom, here we go. So yeah. Well, hello, Jade. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So again, take some time to ground and center, focus on your breathing, focus on your heartbeat, focus on your present moment. And when you're ready, call in your spirits, your guides, your allies, your ancestors, call in all the good stuff for your highest and best. Call that energy in, that vibration in, whatever you connect with as a divine source. I'm not here to tell you what to believe or how to do your thing, but just do your thing. Call in that energy, allow it to impress upon you, to motivate you, and to help you as we navigate this co-creative adventure. Yes? Yes. So when you're ready, go ahead and comment or write down the first one or two numbers that pop into your dominant psychic trait: one, two, three, four, or five. One, two, three, four, or five, whatever your dominant psychic trait is, whether you see, feel, know. I don't know if like you can smell numbers, but I don't have that sort of sense. So if y'all are smellers, does that Do you smell something that reminds you of a number? I don't know. I don't know. I'm curious though. But go ahead and comment the first one or two numbers that sort of tug at your dominant psychic trait. One, two, yes, every time. Yeah, I try not to swear when I'm doing videos for Elisa, just to respect her group, the group that she's in, their policies. I try to behave as best as I can. Sometimes it slips, but yeah, I try not to swear when I'm doing that. Otherwise, y'all know the sailor comes out. Um, but yeah, and just recognize all cards are part of our week ahead. The cards that you choose simply um the cards you choose are simply your focal pieces. So it helps you take a general collective reading and make it a little more personal. It's like, oh, okay, out of this week, these two cards or one card, whatever, these cards are a little more important for my week. So it helps you just fine tune what you're looking at. So one, two, three, four, or five, whatever pops up. I know, but people have rules in place, so I don't want to get banned. And it's fine, depending on yeah. But you already know me. Three, you already know how I speak. Interesting. Okay, and we're just gonna take our time, y'all. We are because I have y'all here. And if you have to go, that's fine. You can always come back and watch later. It'll be up. Oh, show. Um, it'll be up for you to watch whenever you need. And always feel free to throw out your thoughts, perceptions, and all that stuff. But yeah, we're gonna have fun. So let's do that. Look, see, boom. So fancy. So as I shuffle the next deck, so let's start with card one. Yeah, she does so well. So card one, okay. As above, divine manifest. So we start this week out as above, divine manifest. And before we even get into the little keywords here, as above, what do you think of? Again, this is about our experience, our shared experience. So, what do you think of when you think of as above and divine manifest? Because we can't, it's as above, so below, but we're focused on what is above right now. So, as above, divine manifest. I say man's reflection. When I say man, I just mean person, person's reflection. Person's reflection. So look, when we look above, like it's our reflection. We're divine. It's a reminder of our divinity. Yes. So as above, divine manifest, cosmic awareness. Well, hello, Catherine. Oh my gosh, it's a party already. As it is in heaven, as it is in heaven. So as above, so below. As it is in heaven, so it is on earth. So what does that say to you? How does that make you feel? And I think that when we think about this week, when we embark on our new adventure this week, it really is asking us to start with our own divine nature, with our own awareness that it's not just the physical stuff, y'all. The physical, the mundane, the earthly stuff is a part of it. But we also, I'm on card one. I've been just rambling away, so you haven't missed anything. We're on card one, stack one. But as above, divine manifest. It's reminding us, like, okay, we can get caught up. We can get caught up in the physical world in ways where it's just going through the motions. We can get caught up in going to work and paying the bills, being overwhelmed by payments of this or that, or just caught up in the physical space. And it's like, how do I manage this? How do I crawl out of this? How do I free myself of this? Well, we don't really free ourselves of it. We enhance ourselves in a way to work through. And so what's being expressed here with as above divine manifest, and share your thoughts, please. Share your ideas. Um what's being asked of us is to bring in our own remembrance of our divinity, bring in our connection to spirits, bring in our connection to God or goddess or angel, whatever you connect with. It's important that we actually allow that to flow into our physical world. It's not separate. Our mundane world, our everyday, is not separate from our witchy self or spiritual self. They are integrated, they are part of one another. And so when we try to keep it separate, we embark on a very chaotic path. And so I like that. True divine, that stash, I love it. The true divine awakening with our ancestors and spirits. Yes. What does that say to you? So as above, divine manifest. It really is this understanding or this unfolding of our remembrance that, oh, it doesn't just have to be, go to work, go to work, go to work, do the dishes, cook the dinner. Oh, so much to think about. But when we're doing that, like when we go to work, oh, before we go to work, we can chant, or we can say a prayer, or we can invite our spirits in, or we can connect a little bit before we actually do the things. And we can also remember that, you know what, I'm a divine being experiencing this physical world, and so that helps a lot. So what does that say to you? I'm trying to get the other cards laid out so I can couple this. But as above, divine manifests, as it is in heaven. And in heaven, that spiritual space is not a separate thing from earth. It's all integrated. It's here right now. We can tap into it, we can reach it. But we think it's something that you get to, heaven as this place where you get to. But really, in my opinion, right now, I feel like heaven, that energy that people talk about, it's not separate from us. It's something that we can achieve here and now, little by little, if we remember that experiencing life, it's not saved for when you get to a certain age. It's for right now. It's unfolding these rich experiences as we are in whatever moment that we're in. And so it's like, okay, I can experience it. And I know I'm rambling, so I apologize. But it really is this sort of understanding that life on this physical earth, we can have fun, but it's also meant to be challenging. It's physical earth. It's meant that challenge, that friction, that chaos is put in place to help us remember what we actually want. But the problem here, the challenge I should say here, is more so is more so um is more so the fact that we focus so much on the unwanted. So when that challenge pops up, we obsess about that challenge. We're like, oh, oh my, I almost swore, I almost did. Oh, I stopped myself. So we were like, oh no, this challenge is here. This obstacle is here, and now we're obsessed about this obstacle. This obstacle is going to be terrible. It's going to be bad. It's going to be worse. It's going to be gross. It's going to stay here forever. Oh my gosh, how am I going to deal with this? Blah blah. I'm getting anxiety just talking about it. Um, but we need to take a moment to breathe, and we need to take a moment to realize, like, oh no, this obstacle is here. This challenge is here to remind me that there is something great exactly on the opposite side. So I just need to turn around and realize, if this obstacle is here, if this friction is here, if this chaos is here, I also know there's something beautiful here as well. But I am so focused on this chaos, I don't turn around to see the blessings, the beauty, the thing, the greatness that is right there. And so we are being asked to train ourselves to appreciate, yes, the challenge, or that whatever's coming up, but recognize it's not forever. And how do I block this? Block user. We don't do that. Boom. Okay. So, we need to learn to turn around and say, oh yeah, there's challenge here. I'm not going to fight this challenge. I'm not going to like obsess about it. I'll be aware of it. I'll be aware of it, and I'll be understanding of it. And yeah, it might not be great. but I will use it to my advantage. And so I'm going to turn around, I'm going to focus on the blessings when I can. And it takes us time. It's not necessarily as easy as, oh, sugar, there's a lot of stuff going on, I'm in it, I feel gross, let me just try to pretend to be happy. No, don't pretend. Be where you are, wherever you are in that moment, but always have that sort of hope in your head, or that understanding in your headspace, in your spirit, in your body, in your all, that when I am ready, I also know there is a pathway out. Does that make sense? And so, as above, divine manifest is coupled with tarragon bravery, protection, dominate, to fight and overcome, helps in recovering from abusive situations, overcome hardship, invites relaxing and calming energy into your home. And so we already know this is just stack one, y'all. We have five. We already know with stack one, we initiate the week ahead. Okay. Um, we initiate the week ahead with uh this understanding that, okay, it's time to sort of like free myself from this abusive situation, whatever that means for me. It could be self-abuse, it could be self-abuse where we're not treating ourselves right. It could be so many different things. I will say, like, as a caution here, like, if this has to do with domestic abuse, if this has to do with like situations which are heavy and really require you some time to plan and to plot, um, you need to take care of yourself. Do not put yourself in harm's way any more than you have to. But I understand that it takes time to get there. So depending on the type of harmful situations that we're in, we have to play it smart. But it is this sort of like this confirmation that you can do this, but make sure that you have all your ducks in a row. Make sure that you have reach out to the proper resources. Make sure that you take care of yourself and protect yourself as you navigate out of a hard situation. Does that make sense? Or am I making sense? It is, again, this reminder that you are strong, you are brave, you are courageous, and you have the ability to connect and create and follow through. You can do this. Absolutely. Let's just get more information. Stack two is goddess, divine. Stack two, dominant for those who chose stack two, supporting for those who did not. So, goddess, divine. What do you think of when you think of the goddess? What do you think of when you think of divinity? Instinct, patience, life wisdom, ancient memory, anger, safety. Anger is an interesting one here because I feel like it's this righteous anger associated with the goddess. And anger is not necessarily bad. It's something that we seek to understand. And so with a goddess divine, it's time to understand that sort of aspect of who we are the sacred feminine within each and every one of us. It's time to explore that. Why is that part of us maybe experiencing anger? What's going on with that part of us? Yeah. And it's coupled with light armor, cast for it. Light armor, cast for it. This situation requires you, okay, the situation requires you to use your magical skills. You are being guided and aided in this situation. It's a time of easier navigation of life. So this week, I think we're going to be able to flow through it with a little ease and grace. It requires us to have a light approach instead of getting down and dirty and heavy. So don't worry, it's not that serious, but don't let it get out of hand. So I think that remembering to keep it light, to keep it airy this week, to keep it slightly fun this week. I think that's important. Sometimes we can get too deep or we can get too heavy, get too overwhelming. So this week, I want each and every one of us to play it a little lighter. Yeah, totally. Mother's love and protection. Totally. Especially like if we're navigating, if we're going through something that's a little heavy, it can be challenging to not see everything as heavy, yeah? And so I feel that what's being expressed here is the importance to laugh, the importance to love, the importance to keep things a little lighter than they have been. Okay. So protect yourself as you navigate the week. Light protections. You don't need to like lock yourself down, like, okay, you know, I don't know, Death Eaters coming to like suck out your soul or something. You don't have to act like that. It's like, okay, I just need to put a light jacket on. It's a little cool outside, or a light sweater or something. Dress appropriately. Don't over protect yourself, but give yourself enough protection to navigate the world, but also to be in a space where you can pick up on the energies around you. Yeah. Let me get a little sip of coffee. What do you think? What are your thoughts so far? Y'all are quiet. No. I mean, I guess I should also say like it really just depends on what your life interprets as light. Yeah. Uh, Maybe don't be so adulty, but let your light shine. Yeah. I think we forget a lot of that, especially people who are parents or have like really intense responsibilities. Just adulting, right? We forget that we can be silly. We forget that we can have fun, and we forget that yeah, even when things are serious or overwhelming, even when I'm hurt or in pain, I can have moments where I can keep it light, and it really helps soothe the soul. So I think that's important so far this week. At the core of the reading, it which is stack three, is the I. Right, right. I, watcher, discovering secrets. I can be like a shock, like, oh shit, like damn, shock. Oh shoot, I did it. I'm so sorry. I try, y'all. I try. Shh, you didn't hear that. Awaken, faded. Faded, awaken, shock, discovering secrets, adulting, watching, stuff like that. And it's coupled with blue chalcedony, optimism. Ooh, optimism. Nurturing good intentions opens the pathway for joy. I actually really like this week ahead. What's going on here? This situation requires us to be open minded, a good time to be still and listen to what people are saying. So this is more about, you know what, stop talking and start listening. And really, when you listen, like pay attention to what is being said to you. Stop trying to formulate a response to what's being said before it's even being said. Stop, listen, pick up, allow other people to take that role of communicator and you listen, right? Focus on creative endeavors and communication. So, what does that say to you? How does that make you feel? What pops up for you? Um, at the core of the week, I do find that things are being unearthed for us to work with, where we're discovering different parts of our life or what we feel called to be doing or experiencing. There's a sort of like a shock, like this wake up call where, oh, I'm going through the motions and I'm not really happy. I'm not really happy. How do I change that? What can I change to shift this? This is a good time for me to just be still and listen. Listen. Love it. Happy birthday. Fun. Be still and listen to what's being said. I don't need to talk over. I don't need to talk at. I need to just kind of take some time to wake up to the world, to my cosmos. I need to take some time to to really pay attention to what my world is saying to me. Do I like it? Do I dislike it? I don't know I won't know until I stop the chatter and start paying attention. Like I think this is a thing to for us to plug in as well. Like it's time to plug in to the present moment of our own situations and really pay attention to how do I put this? Please let me know if I'm actually making sense or just rambling like a little rambler. Um, I need to stop all of the wheels turning for everyone else and doing for everyone else. And I need to again be sort of calm and collected and listen to what is being said. The picture that people are painting, the people around me, the company that I keep, their vocabulary, the conversations that I have. The conversations that the people closest to me are having with other people, all of that, the situations that I'm in, yes, the things manifesting in my space. That is all communication. That is all information that is being, brought to my attention. So if I am not vibing with certain things, I do need to be discerning in how I respond to it. I cannot keep Yeah, I'll be honest, like, no, it's not unfortunately, I have shed a lot of, friendships, um, because as I grow and as I pay more attention to what I like and what I want in my space, I realize I can't give people the pass. Does that make sense? Like even when like I really love this person, I really do, but they also support certain individuals and speak on behalf of certain individuals who go against my life, literally, who go against my ethics and my morals. And as much as I love this person, I can't I can't move forward on my path knowing that and they're close to me, right? Knowing that they're still a part of my experience manifesting with me. It's a very hard, like a harsh realization. Like there's that shock there. It's like, oh, I can't I choose not to. It's not like I can't. I choose not to do this because I choose for where I'm headed to be specific in what I want. And if and when this person, this situation, this individual for each and every one of us, if and when they seek to change, then cool. Let's discuss. But I can't allow those things in my life. Does that make sense? And Blue Cow Sydney is opening the pathway for joy, and that's why we need to listen right now. That's why the goddess, is coming up and saying cast for your joy. And as above is reminding us, like, look, remember your power, remember that you are a divine being, remember your connection to yourself, and feel that course through you, and unearth that, and let it, let it flourish. And remember, if this is what you want, make it happen. If this is what you want, cast for it. Do the physical things you need to make it happen. Go for it. Reach for it. Open the pathway for joy and allow yourself to experience it. So, stack four, dominant for those who chose stack four, supporting for those who did not, is the throat chakra. I fully understand. I'm almost too good at it now. Oh, girl. All right. Hello. Throat chakra. Communication. Y'all, why does it keep telling us to communicate? I'm tired of talking. So throat chakra. Oh, this is cool. Okay, so throat chakra, communication, truth, self-expression. There's some interesting connections here. I don't know if you've noticed any patterns here. Feel free to share your thoughts. Please do. Otherwise, I'm just talking to myself, y'all. Throat chakra, communication, truth, self-expression, coupled with antiquities, unearth. Now is the time. I didn't say it, so I can share it. Antiquities unearthed. Now is the time to investigate. Investigate. There are answers. There are answers rooted in the past. Oh my gosh. Well, it's like knock knock. Hello, Dragon Dancer. We're here again. You gonna pay attention to us yet? We've been trying to get a hold of you. Hello, pay attention. You you gonna let us work with you or not? I don't know. We're gonna keep showing up. Um, yeah. So now is the time to investigate. There are answers rooted in the past. Don't stop now. Um, Nostalgia. You're onto something. Find a new way to honor an old belief. Take what you love and let go of what is no longer relevant. So when it comes to antiquities, when it says there are answers rooted in the past, it doesn't mean to live in the past. It doesn't mean that just because we look at the past, we are going to stay there. It doesn't mean to let the past have power over you. It means communicate, right? Throat chakra. This is a time to express what I need to express. There are answers in the past, but we need to be very careful about unpacking those answers or that information because we are not supposed to stick or be stuck there. Yeah, we're not supposed to um get stuck in the past. We're supposed to be able to learn from it, pull from it, but apply the lessons, apply the experiences gained into our present moment. And so what are you going through this week? Pay attention. Like you're going to be discovering little things, like little by little things that pop up that will help you shape where you're headed. Okay. um and it really is about you, or all of us, each and every one of us, finding ourselves, finding our true nature, like finding, I hate using the word, but our authenticity. What brings us happiness and what brings us joy and what we want to be a part of. This week is really about learning to communicate with ourselves. And I will also say, like, what I'm being like told right now, is to say this. It's not just about communicating with yourself. It's actually you learning to communicate with other people, and not just other people, but your actual spirits or God, whoever you connect with on a divine wavelength. It's time that you claim what you want for yourself. It is time that you remind yourself that you do deserve this. You do deserve the life. Do you do deserve? Oh my gosh, the life that you seek for yourself. You are important. This is your story. And stop trying to like escape your responsibility for yourself by placing it on your children or by placing it on your coworkers or by placing it on other people. Like, no, this is your life. You are the main character. You are also the editor. And so start writing your story, start painting that picture for yourself based on what you actually want, not what you want for your kids, not what your spouse or spouses or whatever want for you. What do you want for yourself? It is important that you start allowing that spark to be ignited and to come out. Am I making sense? And so allow that to be birthed again. That connection there is so important because so much we fulfill roles for everyone else and we forget ourselves. But, I almost swore. Oh, it's so hard because you get into that like you get into it and you're like, oh shoot, the hoops are coming down. My chola brows and liner, they're up and running, and here we go. Not everyone will understand that, but that's okay. Um, so these cards so far, we'll get to the last bit of it, but these cards so far are reminding you of the strength that you have and reminding you that your life, it doesn't matter how old or how young you are, your life is worth living and it's time to live it. And I think that is a problem because so much and this is just a lie, especially nowadays, we are told that, we have to get a job and we have to save all the money. And then when we're like, practically on our deathbed, then we can, have fun. But no, then we won't be able to have the fun that we want. So it's important that we experience life as we are at every given stage. So in your 20s, experience your life. In your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s, in your 60s, in your 70s, 80s, experience. have fun, live your stories that you write for yourself, not what other people write for you. All right, all right, all right, all right. I connect with everyone and they tell me different things. I connect with everyone and they tell me different things. Who do we listen to? Hmm. All right, all right, all right, all right. Let me get a little sip. I don't know. Let me get off my soapbox or whatever they say. Y'all, where did that come from? Okay, okie dokie. The devil. Stack 5. The devil. Father. The devil. I like saying the devil because it puts so many different perceptions into people's minds. Like there's fear, there's excitement, there's like lust, there's adventure. And when I say the devil, I'm not talking about the Christian devil. I don't talk about the Christian stuff because I'm not Christian and I have no connection to that. You know, not saying we're not here to bash, not here to judge. It's just not my religion. It's not my spot. Yeah. So the devil, it's the devil of witches, father, liberator. You know, cunning. I love that blue on you. I will say. So, liberator, cunning, bestower of masks. I really love the bestower of masks part. I never really understood masks for the longest time. But masks are fun because they hold energy, they hold power, and we get to like shape shift. We get to use masks in our daily lives. We perform and we use that sort of mask to channel the energy for the role that we need at that moment. So it's like, ooh, bestower of masks. Yes. Liberator. Yes. Cunning. Yes. Seductive. Yes. Challenge. Well, okay, sometimes, yeah, challenge. I don't know. Spontaneous. I don't know. Yeah, fun. But but it's 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 coupled with I'm sure you do. uh Never mind. It's coupled with white, disseminate. White, disseminate. This situation requires you to weave protective energy around you, support, positive vibration, strength, encourage solutions. Encourage solutions. The devil, father, white, disseminate. So, what does that say to you? How does that make you feel? What pops up for you? I think that uh how do I put this? I think I feel that what this is expressing is like we're kind of in this process of experiencing new growth. Yeah. And when we have new growth, we feel a little raw. As we embark out into this world with newfound like eyes, it reminds me of Bambi, y'all. I don't know. Y'all know Bambi? Y'all know Bambi? You know them? Hmm. You know when they're like trying to like walk and they're like fumbling, and it's like reminds me of that. And so that's kind of how we are kind of creating this week. It's like, oh, I'm having new realizations. Some of it is a lot of it is great. And some of the realizations I have are going to be a little sore, a little raw. But as I understand these things and liberate myself, um excuse me, I understand that I need to protect myself as I navigate this new adventure. And I don't need to put all the stops. I think it's important. We have to really be discerning on the type of protection we use because sometimes we lock ourselves off so much to the world that we don't know how to ever navigate it again. Like it becomes challenging to be in it. And so it's important not to get carried away with protection. It's weaving light protection for the task ahead, understanding what's needed of you, like discerning each situation, and then how much protection you need for that situation. But card five is like, okay, it's time to liberate. It's time to understand that masks are fun. When I need to channel certain energy, let me like put on that persona, that energy. All of these masks, they're a part of me. I have them within me. And I just need to recognize that. Like I'm all of these things. And I think I don't know if this is gonna be a generalization. I mean, it kind of is. I think people who are parents, especially um all who identify as women, right? I think people who are parents, especially focus on those who identify as women, can comprehend this a lot because you have to wear so many masks, and I feel like society teaches you that your masks are weak, and you feel like those masks are there to serve other people. But no, the masks that you wear are empowering. They're powerful. They strengthen. And if you can take that, liberate yourself from what the society tells you your mask should be, and you start reminding yourself these are mine to do with. My role, my mask as provider, as parent, as mother, as wife. Again, a lot of women are told that once you squirt out some kids, you're no longer relevant. Into You have no desires for yourself. You never did really, and you're taught that you just need to take care of them damn demons and oh, did it again. Sorry. Take care of those little monsters, and make sure that your partner has food on the table, and make sure that you put out when you can, and nothing for you, right? No, 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 no. None. That's the opposite of what this entire reading and this entire week ahead is saying. It's this remembrance, y'all, that this is your life, and I want you to claim it, and I want you to experience it as yours, and know that the masks that are placed on you, you don't have to remove them. You can use them. Remind yourself this is your story. And so the masks that are given to you by others, by society, use them to your advantage. Reclaim their power. They don't have power over you. You direct that power. You direct that influence. So protect yourself as you start reprogramming the mask that you wear. Does that make sense? Start protecting yourself as you start re-envisioning the roles you take, the mask that you wear in your life. It's time to step it up. It's time to stop sort of going through the motions and living for everyone else, and it's time to start directing the flow of energy in your life. It's time to start taking charge, and it is time to remember that you're capable of this. You hear me? um, so what what does this say to you? How do you feel about the week ahead? What comes up for you? What is your takeaway here? And at the core of it is our joy, like opening the pathway to our joy. I mean, that would probably be good. Like, yeah, I'm just saying. Um, this week's takeaways, it is vital that we remember our connection to divine source, whatever that is, and our spirituality, our emotions, our physicality, they are not separate from one another. They are integrated, and it is important that we understand that integration, that we are brave, and we can actually start reminding ourselves to have fun, to keep it lighter this week, and to remember our instincts, allow them to navigate, and to ask ourselves, like, what do we actually want, and what do we actually want, and start focusing on casting for it, or going for it, creating it, and understand that as we start working towards those things, a whole new reality pops up for us, and we understand we're opening that pathway to the joy that we seek. So some of the revelations we may have or might be shocking this week, but understand that they're popping up so we can actually focus on being happier. And this week also requires us to express ourselves, to to express ourselves, to communicate clearly, yeah, and to revel in the masks. It's kind of like a lot of people like to play certain masks on me because of who I have been, the roughness of when I started out, and in the, I'm a little more refined. I can still be that, but I take full advantage. I can be all of those things when I need to be. Those hoops will go down, that roughness can come out for sure, but that's mine. You can't take that from me, and you can't place it on me. That's mine to do with. And so you may interpret that some way, right? But I get to direct that. I get to use that when I decide to put that mask on, just like y'all do in your lives. Yeah, absolutely. Masks are great when they are yours, and it's more about reclaiming them. The masks that you have, they're yours. Don't let it be of someone else's creation. Sure, someone may have placed that on you, but now that they have, you get to reinvent it. You get to make it yours. You get to use that as you see fit, and that is quite empowering. Am I making sense? I don't know. I don't know. So that's what's popping up, y'all. What do you think? Um, Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you have any last minute questions, thoughts, concerns, anything you'd like to discuss before I head out. But I will take some time to remind you that this is all sponsored and made public because of Elisa Soul Kisses, who is currently having her crystal sale, which I linked in the description. So please check it out. And thank you, Elisa, for allowing me to share this publicly, and make it available to everyone. So definitely check out her sale. And if you have any questions on how to maybe any witchy perspective on certain crystals in her group that she has available, let me know and I can help. Just tag me or reach out to me and I'll be happy to help. As well as if you enjoy the work that I do, and if you want to, again, it's not forced. You don't have to. Feel free to consider donating via Zelle or PayPal. I am working to replace my computer, my desktop that blew up, my work computer blew up like shoot over like 6 months ago, I think. Um, that's why I have not been as active as I normally am, because doing it on this laptop is becoming a little more challenging. But I will say this, y'all. I will say this: we will be replacing that laptop. We will be replacing the computer this coming week. I'll be looking at what I need, and I will be getting it. So definitely, thank you so much. Your donations have helped. I can't even express because you're gonna make me cry. Um, so much. Your donation. Then it was my birthday, so I had some birthday money. Had some money set aside for it as well. So I'm. It was a blessing. Thank you so much. But yeah, if you want to help with that, feel free to do that if you can. Or again, just send good thoughts, prayers, chants, light a candle, all of that. Um, I'll be back. I'll be able to be back on camera. I'll be able to be doing all the things. It's good. So yeah. Uh, oh, your mother, Alicia. So you'll be able to see all the facial expressions. That's the sucky thing. Like when I'm on camera, I can't hide anything. Like it has been so nice to kind of be behind camera, but then when I'm on camera, it's like you see the dang disgust in my face, or you see it all, and I can't. I just can't. Like I can't even try to hide it. It just comes out. It's not fair. But yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. And check out Elisa's sale. There's some really cool stuff. Oh, she just posted something. I can't remember what it was. I'm like, ooh, I like it. It's so pretty. But yeah, have fun, y'all. Thank you again. I appreciate you. And if anyone's watching out there, let me know if you play the Elder Scrolls Online on Xbox North American server. Let me know. And I play that all the time. So I just started a guild that you can join. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go back to drinking some more coffee. Coffee? I can't even talk. Coffee and hopefully become more awake and alive. Um, so I will talk to y'all soon. Oh, another thing, y'all. Sorry, sorry. But yeah, if you do and when you do donate, just know that all your donations when we receive, when I'm able to get that computer and get it into my office, I will be giving. I'll be doing my content that I do for subscribers only. That will be made public for a full month. Depending, it might actually be a little longer as a thank you. So you'll be getting like the month ahead readings, the weekly readings, the daily readings, access for a full month for every to everyone, but those who donated made that possible. Um, ever so grateful. I can't even. Yeah. And I might put I may put up a thank you video, but I'm not going to go like I won't be on camera when I do that because I'm not going to I don't want to be seen crying or like, emotional like that. I'm not comfortable with that right now. So yeah. Thank you again. I will talk to you later. Take care. Have fun. Bye.